Let's talk about editing a podcast, or honestly, any long-form video, in a way that actually gets people to stick around. I run a weekly video podcast, and one of the hardest parts is deciding what to keep and what to cut. You want the valuable attention-grabbing bits, not the meandering tangents or rambling small talk that makes people swipe away. I've done co-host shows, long interviews, panel episodes, so I'll walk you through a workflow that keeps listeners glued and turns long recordings into a steady stream of social clips. And yes, I'll show how AI fits into this flow and why it makes the whole thing way less brutal than doing it by hand. First things first, ditch filler and long silences. Those two things are the main killers of retention. If you've recorded an hour-plus episode, you'll inevitably have ums, yots, and those awkward pauses. Instead of trying to hunt them down manually, let the AI do the heavy lifting. AI auto-editing picks up on low-value audio, filler phrases, repeated you-knows, and pauses, and flags them or removes them automatically based on your pace settings. Want your episode tight and fast for social? Turn the silence threshold way down. Want a more relaxed, full episode listen? Keep a little breathing room. A practical way I use this: load the raw recording, run the quick clean pass to remove filler words and cut pauses longer than 1.5 seconds. Instantly, the timeline feels alive. You can always adjust that threshold later if the pacing feels off. Unlike some apps that permanently destructively edit audio, the tool lets you preview and revert those automated cuts so you can experiment until it sounds right. Next, mute the noise that isn't talking. If a co-host taps a table, fidgets, or a guest's mic picks up background clatter while they're silent, that distracts. The tool has a smart mute approach. It identifies the active speaker and suppresses non-speech sections on other tracks. That way, you get a cleaner mix and don't have to manually slice out 50 tiny noises. If you want more control, you can zoom into muted zones and nudge the in-out points like you would in any editor. Audio cleanup matters too. Not everyone shows up with a broadcast mic. If someone's on a laptop or in a noisy room, you can use the tool's audio enhancement to boost clarity and reduce background hum. You can dial how aggressive you want the processing to be per track, crank it up for a problematic guest, and keep it lighter for the host who's already close-mic'd. The goal is to have a consistent listening experience without spending hours on EQ and noise gates. When it comes to actual content editing, deciding what to keep, one killer trick is to ask, does this inform, entertain, or inspire? If it does none of those, it's probably safe to lose. The tool's AI helps here too. Its fine fluff suggestions will spot sections that look like internal discussion, off-topic banter, or repetitive points and recommend cutting them. The tool even tells you why it flagged a segment, so you're making choices with context, not guessing. You can review each suggestion, accept the ones that tighten the story, and ignore the ones that add character. Start your edit by fixing the intro. Many of us have intros that used to be clever, but now feel stale. That movie quote or inside joke might not land. I usually begin episodes with a short trailer, 2 or 3 bite-sized sound bites that highlight the episode's biggest moments. With the tool, you can select a handful of moments from the transcript or timeline, copy them, and paste them up front as a trailer. That upfront energy tells new viewers what they're about to get and gives casual scrollers a reason to stay. Pro tip: choose punchy, curiosity-driving chunks, a bold claim, a surprising fact, or a hooky question. I like to pull 4 quick sound bites from the recording, each 10 to 20 seconds, then stitch them together at the top. That trailer alone can lift completion rates massively. Chapters are your friend. If you do long interviews, let chapter markers map out the conversation. The tool auto-generates timestamps you can tweak, and that's great because chapter names are basically micro-promises to your audience. If a chapter isn't offering value, either cut it or turn it into a separate bonus episode. Deleting content by chapter is fast. Remove the marker or the entire section if it's truly unnecessary. If something's niche but fascinating, consider putting it behind a members-only extended cut instead of cluttering the main episode. Now let's talk interviews, especially with big-name guests. I once recorded a long sit-down with a legendary creative leader. Tons of gold, but also stretches that got super technical. Those deep dives can be amazing for a niche audience, but they'll lose a general listener midway through. The smart move is to keep the most broadly appealing anecdotes and insights in the main edit, and then convert the nerdier parts into a bonus clip or a gated extra for superfans. Here's where the tool shines. You can highlight a guest's most magnetic answer in the transcript, then click Create New Edit to pull that segment into a new clip instantly. Want to repurpose it for Reels, Shorts, or TikTok? One click to change the aspect ratio, and you have a vertical version ready. Crop, zoom, and position the guest as the focus. Add animated captions and a small logo, and you've got platform-ready content in minutes. That vertical workflow saves so much time compared to chopping everything manually. Make clips visually interesting. Switching between speaker shots, adding a quick cut to B-roll, and using simple animated captions keeps viewers watching. The editor lets you add B-roll and images, change scenes mid-clip, and slide captions so they're visible whether the video shows 2 people or 1 close-up. I like to add a short B-roll, maybe hands-on keyboards for a tech anecdote, or a little montage when a guest talks about a process, just enough to break up talking head visuals. Tighten the story, cut redundancy, and jump edits to where the narrative moves forward. You'll often find you can shave a clip from 2 minutes to 60 seconds by removing repetition and non-essential context. For social, aim for a crisp hook in the first 2 seconds, then deliver the insight. For the long-form episode, keep the pace steady and use the trailer to front-load the juiciest moments. Branding and polish. Pick a subtle theme, drop in a background or gradient, round the video corners, or add a frame. Small visual cues make clips feel professional without being flashy. Animated captions are crucial for mobile viewers watching without sound, so burn-in captions or subtitle animations are a must. The tool's templates and themes help you keep a consistent look across all your clips. Distribution is the final piece. Editing fast doesn't matter if the clips don't get out. That's where the tool's auto-schedule and content calendar features really win. Once you've created a batch of clips, set your posting frequency, and the tool will queue them up and publish automatically across platforms. The content calendar gives you a single place to see what's scheduled, drag and drop posts, or tweak copy and thumbnails. Compare that to chopping clips in one app, exporting, uploading to a separate scheduler, and losing track. It's night and day. Other tools can edit, others can publish, but the tight combo of extracting viral moments plus automated scheduling is what makes a content machine. One more real-world tweak. Export a short vertical clip as a standalone social post, then insert that same clip at the top of your long-form episode as an intro. It works great. You've already polished that moment for virality, and it now serves as a hook for the full episode. The tool lets you reformat or reframe clips so they sit naturally in the full-length timeline. Last thought, don't be afraid to cut content you love if it doesn't serve the audience. It's tempting to keep every great anecdote, but if it causes listeners to drop off, it costs you the rest of the interview's value. Keep the core, use extended edits for superfans, and turn the rest into snackable social clips. So that's my process. Clean the audio, remove filler and pauses, use Smart Mute, let AI find the fluff, build a short trailer, pick and polish the best guest moments into vertical clips, add captions and B-roll, and then schedule everything with a content calendar so your channel is consistently fed. The tool makes the repetitive parts painless and gives you the tools to turn one long recording into a week or more of high-performing content. If you want to see a demo of this exact flow, drop a comment and I'll walk through a sample episode. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see what you turn your next recording into.